Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine and you are going through my videos. Dear students, in my last lecture I taught you about first law of thermodynamics, and according to first law of thermodynamics, whatever amount of heat you are adding to a system, that is utilized in two ways: to increase the internal energy and to do external work. So this is mathematical form of first law of thermodynamics, which should be in your mind all the time, because we will use these in this lecture also. So let us start our today's lecture, that is specific heat of gas. Specific heat of gas is the amount of heat which is required to raise the temperature of unit mass of substance through 1 degree. Means if you want to increase temperature by an amount 1 degree Celsius, then how much amount of heat you need to give to a substance, that is known as specific heat of gas. Specific heat of gas we are categorizing here in two forms, that is Cp and Cv. Cp means specific heat at constant pressure and Cv means specific heat at constant volume. Students, the questions which has been asked and which may be asked in your exams related to specific heat are that show that specific heat for pressure is greater at constant pressure is greater than specific heat at constant volume. Means simply question may be asked that Cp is greater than Cv, explain why. Or second question, the relation between Cp and Cv. Okay, so let us start. First, specific heat at constant volume. It is the amount of heat which is required to raise the temperature of 1 mole gas to 1 degree Celsius, but at constant volume. This term is very important here, that at constant volume. Next is specific heat at constant pressure. It is the amount of heat required to raise temperature but at constant pressure. You can see that the definition of specific heat remains same, but in Cp it is at constant pressure and in Cv it is at constant volume. Now what is the question? Question is why Cp is greater than Cv. So students, in case of Cp, as you have observed, that constant term is your pressure, means pressure remains constant. So when pressure is constant, then amount of heat is utilized to increase internal energy and to do external work. Now from where I have taken this I have taken from first law of thermodynamics, that dq is equal to du plus dw. Du means internal energy, dw means to do the work done. So when pressure is constant, the heat supplied will be utilized in two ways, means we need little more energy. Okay, but in case of Cv, we need energy to increase internal energy only. We need heat to increase internal energy only, because at constant pressure the volume change becomes zero, means work done will be zero. Students, dw is equal to PdV. Here dV means change in volume. If change in volume means volume is constant, so no change in volume, so P multiplied by 0 equal to 0. That means work done will be equal to 0. So we need less amount of heat to raise the temperature to 1 degree Celsius. So you just compare, in Cv we need less heat, but in Cp we need more heat. That's why Cp is greater than Cv. Very important question. Next is your relation between Cp and Cv. What is the relation between Cp and Cv? So sometimes the question may be asked in different form, like your Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Prove it. So we need to prove it. So let us start. Let dq is the small amount of heat added at temperature dt to raise the temperature of 1 gram substance at constant volume. Means first we are taking Cv. So you know the formula for specific heat, it is dq upon 1 into dt equal to Cv. 1 we are writing because we have taken here 1 mole of gas or 1 gram of substance. Okay, so dq value will be Cv dt. We will give it equation number 1. Using first law of thermodynamics, What is first law of thermodynamics? dq is equal to du plus dw. Now at constant volume, earlier I explained to you that at constant volume your dw will be equal to 0. So dq will be equal to du, and dq value you need to put from equation number 1, and you will get cv dt equal to du. What you are getting? cv dt equal to du means it is the value of du. Give it equation number 2. Now students, we will proceed the same formula with constant pressure. At constant pressure the formula will remain same. You need to write dq upon 1 dt equal to cv, and dq is equal to cp dt. Now here also we will use first law of thermodynamics. dq is equal to du plus dw. So du value you will put back from equation number 2, and dq value you will put from equation number 3. Okay, so you will get cp dt, cv dt plus dw. Now our objective is to calculate dw. So to calculate dw, you can see here, to calculate dw I have written it in this box, that we know according to equation of state, or what you call ideal gas equation, PV is equal to RT for 1 mole of gas. Earlier it is, otherwise its general form is PV is equal to nRT, but for 1 mole of gas N is equal to 1. So when you will change temperature, then volume will also change. So PdV is equal to RdT. So dW is equal to PdV, PdV is equal to RdT. dt is common in all these 3 terms, so dt will cancel out. So Cp, Cv, R. So Cp minus Cv equal to R. So this is all about your relation between Cp and Cv. So students, I hope that you understood my today's topic, that is specific heat of gas. For any query you are free to ask me. You can call me, otherwise you can leave message in chat box. Don't forget to comment on this video for your attendance. Thank you. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay home.